Yo, what up, what up? It's your man, Big Brandon Carter. I am here with the homie Julien Blanc. Julien just lost 30 pounds in about
35
pounds. My fault. Them 5 pounds count, man. Everything counts. And he lost 35 pounds in about 5-6 months.
Yeah.
Can you explain, man, how you did that? Because I know this is real important for a lot of y'all listening, because a lot of y'all make these excuses. Oh, I got to travel. I got this. Man, this dude works probably harder than all of y'all put together, and he travels. He's in a different city every week. So explain how you...
Yeah. It really comes down to just not dabbling on the sidelines, not proactively procrastinating, avoiding that one thing. It's honing in on like those foundational things that really generate the change. Yeah. So for me, it's like 4 things. 1, going to the gym. Like if you're not going to the gym, nothing's really going to happen, or at least, not very fast. Number 2, being aware of calories. Number 3, hitting your macros, and number 4, intermittent fasting.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So you started intermittent fasting from the beginning.
Fuck yeah.
What kind of protocol are you? Because there's different protocols. Can you explain the one you use?
I usually do I do the 8-hour window.
Okay,
yeah.
So your 8-hour feeding window with a 16-hour fast.
Yeah, and I'll skip breakfast.
You skip breakfast. Yeah. So when's your last meal? You typically?
Probably around like 10 p.m. or so.
10 p.m. So your first meal. So your
around
first meal's
2.
at 2, 3.
Yeah.
Right.
I'll wake up. I'll work out fasted. Then I'll have my first meal, and then I'll go through till 10.
You work out fasted. Okay, yeah, you're doing it perfect.
Yeah.
How does that? Would you say that's the thing that got you the results, or was it the combination of everything?
Probably a combination, but that one psychologically motivated me big time. Because like in that morning, like when you wake up and you didn't eat for like X amount of hours, you can look at yourself in the mirror and be like, fuck yeah, it's like you feel like the skinniest.
Yeah, you feel something, yeah.
So just psychologically, you can kind of be like every day, like I want to feel like that slim me in the morning.
Got it.
So that motivated me, and just in terms of calories, it made it easier too.
It makes it easier because it's almost hard to be in a surplus within that 8-hour window. A lot of guys, when I bulk, I bulk using the same protocol a lot of times, and it's actually a chore to get 4,000 calories.
Like forcing it. Like,
I have to start eating junk food to get it. What was that like, the adjustment? Because I know a lot of people will struggle with getting used to it. Did it take a long time for your body to acclimate?
For me, actually, not really, because due to like the constant travel and like with my job, I'm out pretty fucking late. I'd always kind of skip breakfast, or sometimes like if I'm a long travel day, I just skip eating like for a long period of time. So it's pretty easy, but I do drink coffee every morning at this point.
Got it. Oh, we'll give you some more coffee, man. Fighter Fuel.
Thanks, man. Yeah.
It's the first coffee made for intermittent fasting and and made for athletes in general. Dude. It's got extra caffeine, and and we put some ginseng in it.
Nice.
Yeah, it's the first, actually. Yeah, the first.
That'd be sick. Yeah, but that coffee in the morning, by the way, that combination, like you wake up, you feel pretty fucking healthy. Like even when I started and I was like, oh man, I look so fat. Like in the morning, it's like, so like that psychological boost. Hit up the coffee and then it's like straight to work.
Yeah,
like,
especially on an empty stomach, it hits you like harder. The caffeine. Yeah, for sure.
And my focus is like bang.
Laser focus. So it was simple for you because you probably with your line of work, you probably like skipped a lot of breakfast. So it was just doing it strategically now.
Yeah, the big ones for me, it's like intermittent fasting. It's like, okay, schedule it, do some research, because I was always kind of resistant, like, oh, it kind of sounds weird. Jump into that. That was pretty easy. The other big ones is counting calories and hitting macros.
Got it.
That was stuff that I'd never done before. I had no idea. I'm like, what is this calorie deficit? Like, how many calories? And actually, like, counting every single detail for a period of time to kind of get a feel for it, that was key. Like, not just winging it. Like, I'd be, say I'm cooking chicken, I'd be like weighing the fucking chicken and like actually calculating, exact calories. And for me, that's what really shocked me. I'm like, holy fuck, like, as we were talking about, they sneak up on you, even like things you consider healthy. Like, there was a drink from Whole Foods, like this healthy almond milk drink smoothie thing.
Yuppie shit.
1,000 calories just right there.
And then one drink, you because it writes healthy on it's healthy's written on it. That's what you think is fine. Like a lot of people, they say, man, they tell me I've tried everything, man. I'm eating clean. I'm like, what does that mean? I don't know. I'm eating clean. But you can eat clean or eat healthy and still be in the surplus. Right? And you're not gonna lose any weight. You still have to be in the deficit, whether it's clean or junk food. Like honestly, the most important thing is to be in the deficit.
Yeah, I mean, I'll see people like eating like paleo. It's like, oh, I'm eating a lot of steak and greens, and they're eating so much they're getting fat off the paleo.
Yeah, I've seen it happen. I've seen like vegans get fat because they ate so. Man, I got this vegan spaghetti. You know, they get fat off of it. You know, it's all. It has other health benefits for sure, but if weight loss is the goal, then you gotta be in a deficit. Let me ask you a question. Now, this is something I actually struggle with, is switching time zones, because I know you're always traveling with intermittent fasting. That's where it's tricky. How do you mitigate that? You know,
that is a tough one. I'll do best I can, but otherwise I'll sometimes just do a day where it's just like I kind of wing it during like the travel day itself, and then the next day I just force myself, like, okay, I'll eat, like, say here in New York, I'm used to eating, again, my first meal around like 2 or 3. Here there'd be like 5. So I kind of bring it down a couple hours. I'll sooner, and then when I go back to LA, I'll take a day to readjust.
Got it. Sometimes I'll do like, if I'm going, especially LA to New York, which I do frequently, I'll do 24-hour fast on the travel day. And that way, or I'll plan to do 24 hours. So it might not be 24 hours, but it's easy to get back into the 16-hour. You know, I try to, when I'm cutting, I do a 24-hour once a week.
Really?
Yeah. You ever tried it?
I'll try that one out,
It's another way to step things up, speed it up. It's Eat, Stop, Eat is the guy Brad Pavloni invented that or made it popular or some shit. But I
don't know if I could on the travel day though. Like for me, like because of just so like a conditioned behavior in the past, like every time I travel, it was like my little moment to myself. And over like the years of just like traveling so much, I'd like always have something to eat on the plane. So now it's like I'm on the plane, I'm like must eat. So if I'm like fasting, it's like super tough.
You know what? I just drink coffee on it. Like, then what do you want? Coffee, black. Yeah. I get the most work done on planes, especially if I'm fasted and and I'm hyped up off caffeine. Then I'll get a ton of work done. No one's distracting me. All right, that's cool.
Yeah, that's what I'm changing.
What advice would you give to the people who are out here who are thinking about getting in intermittent fasting or want to have a result similar to yours? You know?
Yeah, so kind of linking it back to not dabbling kind of in the sidelines on the bullshit. It's look at these like 4 areas here. Okay, so like gym, being aware of like how many calories, hitting your macros, intermittent fasting, and if you're not doing these, drop whatever else you're doing and hone back in on this. It doesn't matter if you're going out and say you're eating, paleo, you're eating clean, you're vegan. It doesn't matter if you're going out and, drinking like the ginger shot, drinking the turmeric shot, doing all these like other health benefits. Too, or like on top of your vitamins and everything. It's like, that's cool as an add-on, let's just say. But if you're not doing like these foundational things, nothing will happen. As we were talking about before, there's more and more little, sideline things. There's more and more little new health things popping up, and it's easier to convince yourself, like, oh, I'm doing this, I'm healthy, it's gonna happen.
I drink some apple vinegar cider, so like, why am I not losing weight?
No, it's crazy. It's like it helps you just rationalize like feeling good. So just look at these 4 areas. Are you experiencing any resistance to them? If so, that's where you should what you should focus on. And if you're already doing them, then of course it's always cool to add more and more of these like health benefits on top of it, but not as a substitute for it. That's what I'd say. Yeah.
Sounds great, man. Listen, thank you, man. Make sure y'all check Julien's channel. Which channel you want them to subscribe to?
Julien himself,
man. Bang. Great personal development channel. Crazy, amazing book reviews. One of the smartest, coolest guys I know. Also, if you're thinking about getting into intermittent fasting, you're on the fence, you're dabbling, you're fucking around, or you just need more information, it's a free guide, link in the description. Simple as my book, The Simple Shredded Solution. It's 100% free. You keep your money, and it help you get ripped. It really tell you everything you need to know. I really boiled it down. I consolidated all the information into a quick read. So you want to get that while it's still free. All right, peace.
Yo, what up? It's your man, Big Brandon Carter. If you're like me, you start every day with coffee. And I used to drink that regular basic bitch coffee, but now I drink Fighter Fuel. Fighter Fuel is the strongest coffee on the market. Fighter Fuel naturally has more caffeine than traditional coffee, but we did some extra. We put some ginseng in it. So it's coffee and ginseng. You never had nothing like this. Put some respect on your mornings by starting your days off with Fighter Fuel coffee and not that basic bitch coffee you've been drinking your whole life. Fighter Fuel's for badasses like you, so you need a badass coffee. like Fighter Fuel. And if you're intermittent fasting, you know how effective coffee is for naturally reducing appetite. Fighter Fuel takes that to a whole nother level, cause it's way stronger than any basic bitch coffee, and we got some ginseng in there. This is the real fuel for your mornings. Try Fighter Fuel coffee today.